everybody, how are you? So hopefully this video doesn't go up upside down. And yeah, I got no makeup on. I'm off today. I don't give a shit. Anyway, y'all have seen me on my worst days, and today's one of them. Oh, there's Holly. Hello. There's my little shirt thief. Anyway, oh, I gotta clean this. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, that's better. It was a little... You know when you wear makeup on your face and you got like, it gets on your camera on your phone, and I always upload from my phone. So anyway, I'm trying to lose 10 pounds before vacation. That shit ain't gonna fly, so I'm at least want to try to lose 5, as I just ate chicken fingers and fries for supper. No. Anyway, so moving along, I did want to give some of my little OGs a mom update, and for my new subscribers, hi, thank you for joining. Anyway, but I will just do a quick thing. My channel basically is my little YouTube for a cause. Everything that I ever make on my YouTube channel is always going to go to my mother, whom is fighting stage 4 lung cancer. And I haven't made any money yet, guys. I have not. Everybody thinks monetization is great. Unless you're one of the top dogs, monetization is not that great. But it's okay. I'm thankful to have it, because it'll just take me a few months, and you don't get your first check until you make $100 and blah, 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 blah. In case you didn't know the spiel. But anyway, my mom is currently, last November, a few days before Thanksgiving, we found out that she has stage 4 lung cancer. She went to the emergency room because she had a massive headache, and 2 days later she had to have brain surgery. So that's how we found out. But quick update on Mom. Things were going like really, really good, and one of her tumors is starting to grow. She's had radiation for her brain, and she's did the Keytruda. She's on the Keytruda right now for her chemo. The brain tumors are steady. They're not growing anymore, which is wonderful. That's great. However, she does have a few tumors that are growing, you know, slowly. So the shit part about healthcare, you know, and insurances is it can just be a hot mess for people that are not working, cannot work. It sucks. You know, my mother's co-pays are there. She does get like some financial assistance because she currently goes to Roswell, but 80% is covered, and my mom has to cover the rest. And, you know, my dad is 80. You know, my mother's, you know, my dad is like 82. My mother's 62. Yes, they're 20 years apart. However, they're both on Social Security, and it ain't shit. Okay? We all know it is not shit. Anyway, so she needs to have a stronger chemo. And basically, in a nutshell, she has to, in order to get this, she's going to have to qualify for a study, because Roswell is awesome with that. That's why I just like the, Roswell's more about like you get to be a guinea pig for new, you know, treatments and stuff like that. But if they work, that's a blessing. Anyway, my mother runs into a bloop. She has hepatitis B, which she could have gotten one of 2 ways. She could have gotten it, A, from she had to have a blood transfusion many, many years ago, or B, she took care of somebody that had cirrhosis of the liver and she did not wear gloves. So, needless to say, she has it, and it is what it is. So, it's going to be more difficult for her to qualify for a study, because they got to make sure that whatever they give her won't interfere with the hepatitis. So that's where we are in the long road, or at the present moment. If anybody, you know, I lost my father-in-law 2 years ago, my husband's father, and he was in his 60s. And nobody is ready to ever lose a parent or a loved one. You know, it's difficult, it's hard. But, you know, I kind of said when I first found out that I'm not ready to lose my mother. I'm just not. And I'm glad that we're at the point in life that we're at in the medical technology field. In the medical field, I'm really glad that there have been so many awesome, amazing new things that have come out. And if this was 10 years ago, my mother would not be here today. She just wouldn't, because 10 years ago, they didn't have all the, you know, new technology they have now. That's why technology can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. It can be a blessing for some things, and it can be a curse for others, such as like social media and children and things like that. Like, you know, when my first children, my first 3 children are all in their 20s, and social media was just kind of becoming a thing. Like, it was like MySpace and stuff like that, and there wasn't all this Facebook. And I mean, towards, you know, when they were older, there was Facebook and all that other shit. So, you know, now that I have my 16 and 17-year-old, I literally had to up my game and my parenting skills, because shit, there's some stuff out there, guys. It's like, wow. And I do have to say, and I'm just a typical basic ass person, you know, but I always like to see the news, you know, that, oh, teen smoking has gone down by like 60% because they're all smoking weed. I'm just being real as shit. I'm not going to deny it. Or the e-cigs, yes, absolutely. So, you know, the tobacco industry's like, yay, it's down, it's down. Well, you know, they're doing all the e-cigs and weed and all that other shit. So, yeah, teen smoking cigarettes is down, but just saying, keeping shit real. Anyway, so as for my mom, I am thankful for that technology, that things have come, you know, along so far, and new things are discovered each and every day. But again, my channel, you know, this particular YouTube channel, every penny, nickel, dime, quarter that I make, dollar, is going to my mother. I work full time and then some, and my husband works full time. You know, that's what I call my channel, YouTube for a Cause. And it's true. You know, so I am trying to help my mother, you know, like with her co-pays and things like that. And can you just imagine, like, seriously, this is like a serious topic here, but could you imagine, you know, what it's like? And I'm sure a lot of you have this experience anyway, but people that are on a fixed income, you know, and they're on a fixed income, and they're supposed to pay out of pocket. Like, you pay all this money into Medicare, you know, like when you're working and stuff like that. And then when you get the Medicare, you know, they call it these little donut holes and stuff like that, to where you end up like, so you're already on a fixed income and you can barely afford shit as it is, because it's not like it gives you enough to really live a life. Let's be honest. Okay. And you're supposed to come up with these co-pays and stuff like that. So I don't understand why our system, at least in America, can be so ass backwards. You know, I don't understand why the younger ones, you know, people that are able to work don't get Medicare versus Medicaid, and the older people end up getting just Medicaid. And my mom, legit, it's just disgusting. She makes maybe $30 too much to get Medicaid. And that's only because $30 too much to get Medicaid. Isn't that ridiculous? It's so ridiculous. But anyway, it's like, how could you make too much money when they're only on a little fixed ass income? And it's not like they get a lot, you know, like my dad gets $1,200 and my mother gets $600. There's their budget, you know, there's their money. And, you know, they got their rent and co-pays and, you know, car insurance and gas in the car and, you know, food, you know, they're supposed to live off of this. And she's supposed to pay all these co-pays, and it's so ridiculous. I don't understand the system, and it frustrates me ever since I've been working in healthcare. I don't understand. I don't understand how the elderly are supposed to have this fixed little ass income and have the position to be put in. Should I buy groceries or should I get my medicine this month? It's disgusting. But, and I'm not throwing any shade at all by any means, but someone that is young, like in their 20s, and they're able to work, if they don't make enough money, they get, you know, Medicaid if they have a child. And it's like, I'm confused. And I always will be. So I'm not mocking anybody that's on Medicaid and that has a child. I don't mean that. I just mean that the system should be a little reversed. Because there are a lot of, you know, poor families out there that need that, you know, Medicaid, that really can't afford shit. But the elderly can't afford shit either. I don't get it. I really don't. But anyway, so there's my update on Mom and how she's doing, and hoping for the best as always. But I'm thankful that she has been here, you know, since her diagnosis, a whole nother year and then some. And she's fighting. And she just got the news that the chemo that she is on now, her hair will not fall out. So she is excited. You know, she said she's going to try to grow her hair because she's got a little fuzz. So it's really funny. I told her she's got to dye it red. I said, you got to dye your hair red because the wigs that she has are red and they look absolutely beautiful on her. So I told her she definitely has to dye her hair red. And if she don't, I'll come over and do it for her. Anyway, I do hope everyone's having a nice day, but I wanted to give you guys an update on my mom, considering that is what my channel is for my mom. So I wanted to make this, you know, video to give you guys an update and say thank you ever so much for all of your support, all of your well wishes, and you guys are amazing as always. And thank you so much for your prayers and your well wishes. Kisses. Goodbye.